Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of KNN High School Gameday. I'm Andrew Morales here alongside KNN anchors Joseph Fitzgerald and Ben Murphy. And for the first time in Game Day history, we got him on. Please welcome Emmy Award-winning sports anchor Dan Hicken.
Thank you, fellas. Good to be with you. How we doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Good. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. So last week, it was another away game, and I've noticed a pattern in our away games, but Ben, what are your comments?
Tough loss for the Knights, but it's all right. We're still in the playoff hunt, which is all that matters. The Knights just gotta convert when we get in the red zone, Andrew. One score in 4 red zone attempts. It's just not acceptable for Knights.
Unacceptable, Ben. Joseph?
Like Ben said, it was a tough loss, but I think we just need to keep pressing forward, leave that week behind us, can't do anything about it, and we need to take care of business, especially this week against Ponte Vedra.
And Dan, I don't know if you caught the game last week. Anything about Creekside Matanzas?
I expect more from Creekside, quite frankly. I expect them to be a winning football program each and every week out. I know they do a great job. You got a heck of a coach. I like your quarterback. He's a sharp young man, and I expect the Knights to right the ship here and get things going against those arch rival Sharks that are coming up.
Can't stand the Sharks.
Definitely. All right, so Joseph, this week's a very, very hyped 30-second timeout.
Yeah, and you may not want to put the timer on there because it may go a little overboard.
All right, I'll try not to.
Anything to get us going. I think that this week is very important, not only now for the playoffs, but for our pride. And you never want to lose to the Ponte Vedra, especially not at home. Especially not at home. So let's take a look at that, try to get us a little more excited for the game if that's possible.
All right, here it is.
Winning is not a sometimes thing. It's an all-the-time thing. You don't win once in a while. You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. There is no room for second place. Every time a football player goes to play his trade, he's got to play from the ground up. From the soles of his feet right up to his head. Every inch of him has to play. It is a reality of life that men are competitive, and the most competitive games draw the most competitive of men. That's why they are there, to compete. To know the rules and objectives when they get in the game. The object is to win. Fairly, squarely, by the rules, but to win. There is something in good men that really yearns for discipline and the harsh reality of head-to-head combat. I don't say these things because I believe in the brute nature of man, or that men must be brutalized to be combative, but I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, his greatest fulfillment to all he holds dear, is that moment when he has to work his heart out in a good cause and he's exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
All right, Joseph, so now I'm excited for the game, and I know I'm sure the student body is now excited, even more than they were already. But like you showed at the end of the hype video, you showed this tweet right here from Nick Parada. And
I believe how you say his name.
Yeah, but little interesting thing. Can you read that for me? This thing
retweeted by First Coast News.
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, we love the tweets. We love the trash talk. So bring it on. And Nick, you better back it up when you come and play Creekside.
Don't worry, he's riding the bench.
Oh.
All right, but we do want to address that, and we want to say that Creekside encourages good sportsmanship.
Yes.
And so
loud sportsmanship.
Yeah, loud sportsmanship, but we're going to show good sportsmanship, so we don't want to see any of the fighting back done on Twitter. Do it face to face.
Hey, luckily we have more than a 12th man. We have a 12th section.
Yep,
we have
exactly.
an entire Creekside Crazy. Let them hear it on the field, guys.
All right, guys, so now it's time for the picks. Our first game this week is the Nease Panthers versus Matanzas. And, Dan, I'll let you pick this game first.
Who am I? Am I like Lee Corso, the old guy with you three? Is that who I am?
If you want to
like
label
Grandpa
yourself
Lee. Yeah, that's fine. Nease Matanzas. Nease, I like Shane Matthews. He's a buddy of mine. They're on our radio station. Balls Davis does the play-by-play. Nease by 2 touchdowns.
All right. See, short and sweet. I like it. All right, Ben, what's your pick?
Yeah, Nease has historically been a second half of the year team. As we saw last year, they started off 0-4. This year, starting off 1-3. I mean, they came off a huge win against Menendez last week. I know Matanzas is going to be a little hungover off the big homecoming win against Creekside. I like Ulysses Bryant and Nease Panthers in this one.
All right, Joseph?
Absolutely. Their running back has just been tearing it up, coming off a huge win last week, retiring Tim Tebow's number, big win at home. Coming into this game, I think they get another district win for them, and then they have to deal with us. So give me the Nease Panthers.
And you also want to point out that this game isn't just big for Nease; it's also big for us.
Yeah,
we need a Nease victory for them, so then when we play them, it's a pretty important game for us. It determines our playoff berth. So. Yeah, I say Nease is going to roll in this one too. All right, guys, so now it's time for the game of the week. It is hands down one of the most important games the Creekside Knights will ever play thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is the arch rival, as you said, Ponte Vedra Sharks versus the almighty Creekside Knights. So, Ben, what's your pick on this one?
It's been a tale of two different teams. Creekside's had a slow start to this season. Ponte Vedra's only had one loss, but this is a rivalry match. That's all scratched off. We're at home. We're going to win. Adam Sandin's going to have a big game.
All right, Joseph?
Yeah, guys, I'm excited to be here for my first Ponte Vedra Creekside game. Coming from Bartram, it's always exciting, getting to the rivalry week. And no matter how many times we played St. Augustine, it was just, we lost. But we always played them in a good game, no matter how much better or worse we were.
Okay, we're Creekside, not Bartram.
We'll see where I'm getting there. Now, it seems as though Ponte Vedra would be better this year, but I just don't see them winning at Creekside against our Knights on our home field. I think the Knights come in just total 180 from last week, and we're going to get the job done and get our win.
All right, Joseph. Now, of course, we do have to point out that the game is actually happening tomorrow night. It starts at 7 o'clock. It is a blackout. This was announced by the Creekside Crazies. And, yeah, we're doing a blackout, so we want to see you there. Tailgating starts at 3:30, right?
3:30. Make sure you are there. It's going to be a party, and wear black, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you,
Dan.
Appreciate that.
So now, if you're Lee Corso, did you bring a night helmet?
Assuming.
Nope.
That I'm picking them, you mean?
Well, I mean.
Is that what you're assuming? Listen, I'm doing the game. I'm not going to be able to pick a winner. Just kidding. Look, Ponte Vedra's a very good football team.
They are.
Very good football team. They've got a big running back you got to stop. You got to stop that kid. They got a heady quarterback. They got a good coach. They're a great program. But you're coming into Creekside. You're coming in to face the wild, the wacky, the 12th man, the student body who impresses me so much every time we come out here, who never let up. There's a Creekside pride. There's a certain element to nighttime. And I expect Creekside, with its game of the year, with its backs against the wall, to come out and fight for 4 quarters, to put on a show, and in the end, you still got that kicker, right? That really good kicker.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah, Openshaw. I love that guy. He can kick it from like 70. I expect Openshaw to knock down a 60-yarder at the buzzer and send this place into delirium tomorrow night.
Pressure's on, Tommy.
There it is.
Inspirational.
Yeah, you could have put some of that in your
That
hype
was
video.
my 30-second timeout.
All right, guys. So obviously the pick of the week is definitely going to be Creekside, and that's who I'm going to have to go with. The Creekside Knights getting it done, coming back from their last loss, and then we're going to have a great season for the rest of the year. So that's it for KNN High School Game Day. Thanks again, Dan, for joining us.
Thank you. Which one of you 3 is taking my job in a few years?
I got you.
You got it?
Maybe
Any
me.
one of you? Okay.
I'll take
Just
the
let me
radio
know.
job.
I figured about the offers
You
on
want
the
radio?
table.
I'll take
TV?
radio. I got the face for radio.
All right.
All right. That's it. Have a great day, Creekside.
See you, Creekside.